How to build a team. Ay, todos los fines de
You
semana.
that are now in, yeah. Welcome to Sharing Gladness again. God bless you all. We are here with Sammy and Uzi. How are you?
Yes.
Great.
Great.
That's a good friendship. You are very connected.
Amen.
Well, and speaking about connections, about teams, today we are going to speak about how to build a good team because it's very, very important. You know, sometimes people think that they alone by themselves can do great projects, but that's not real, right? That's not true. You always need other people.
Yeah, the one who says that he can do everything is a liar because we all depend on somebody else. Always.
Right.
Yes, always.
Right.
In society, in your family, at work, everywhere you see, because God created us social and we need each other.
Could you remind me what you said at the beginning? How to
Connection.
build?
Yes.
How to build teams?
Yeah.
I think the first thing I would say is for you to be able to build a team, you need to be part of a team already.
So
I
to
mean-
start like a student learning how to be with other
So,
people.
Because maybe some people are saying, okay, I'm going to be a leader and I'm going to build a team. But many times they have not been part of something.
Uh-huh.
They haven't had a leader and they have not submitted to people telling them what to do.
Yes.
So if you are not a good student, you will not be a good teacher.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. But let's speak about what is a team. How would you give a definition of a team?
A team is a
Well, first of all, a group.
yes, it's a group of
It's not a matter of only one person,
a
right?
group of more than two people
Okay.
or more than one people, I would say.
And what kind of characteristics you think that team, that group should have to become a team? Because we can have a bunch of people together,
Yeah.
maybe at the same place, but they are not connected.
Right.
So they should have a same goal. They should
So-
work together.
The first thing would be to set the objective or the goal of the team.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah. They
why is
work
it-
under one purpose or various purposes, right? But they have that in common
Something in
and they
common.
work together.
In
They
fact,
work together.
there is something that comes to my mind, and probably it's funny because it's about soccer. Soccer
Okay.
is a group of people
Yeah.
or players.
The
with
dream team, I just remembered.
Yeah, and with many, well, soccer, basketball, and different teams or sports. But they have in common that they have one objective, and it's to win the games, to win the
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
They all have different characteristics and skills, but they work for one objective.
That's what I was going to say. It doesn't mean that everyone is, in fact, that's the matter. No. When we are talking about a team, everyone have something that needs to be joined with the strengths of others.
Yeah.
And also we must be sincere and say, okay, I'm good in this, I'm not so good at that, so maybe we can work together with your strength and my strengths and join and make something good.
and
many-
and succeed in doing something.
Many times we have this problem that we're looking for people that are exactly the same like me, and it's
that's
not.
a big mistake. That's a big mistake because it is like our body. In our body, we have eyes, we have hands, we have feet, all of them with different functions,
Yep.
different characteristics. But when they work together, then we have a perfect body, a healthy body, right? So yes, one of the best needs for a good team is specialization. So it means different skills, right, that are complement each other. So a tip: if you want to build a good team, choose people who don't do what you do. Choose people that probably are good at things that you are not good at.
Let's give this example. Let's say we're going to record a video. So we need people who are good speaking directly in front of a camera. But we also need people that maybe are not able to speak in front of a camera. Maybe they're behind scenes. Some of them with a microphone, some of them with the camera, some of them looking at even the colors, the combinations, the clothes people are wearing. And many times we don't take into account. We only see the one who we speaking. See in the screen you just see one or two people, but there is a team behind it.
And in this time when everyone wants to record videos and post them on the social networks, I've seen that people with good content, but it is evident that they don't have a team, because the quality of the image, of the sound, of how to look nice, right? Those components are not there. And it's because sometimes we underestimate those people that are, like you were saying, behind the scenes, right? Technicians, they are very important. That's why we should involve different people with different characteristics. I would say also different ages is also very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other day I was listening to a preacher saying that concerning churches, if they would manage only something like for elders, then little children or teenagers or youngsters, they would feel like out of place. So he says even the concepts of announcements and publicity and everything, they manage something like between 25 and 30 something, because they say those who are younger don't feel so far from there, and those who are old want their children to be there. So many times we need to choose things that are common. And when our team is just teenagers, they will just produce things for teenagers.
Kind of like the vision, the knowledge that they could have and the experience is limited. But if you have, as you said, a variety of ages, we could have, for instance, teenagers. We could have youngsters and old people.
Different perspectives, different ideas about how to do things in a better way.
Right.
I like to talk with teenagers because sometimes I realize I am not very aware of what is happening in those teen
like the
groups.
Their world. What's going on in their world.
And sometimes there are tendencies and people speaking about this and what's
for
going
example,
on?
they have apps for everything.
Right.
They have apps for everything, and things that we try to do it and they say, no, it's simple, just go to this app and they will do it for you. And you're like, what?
Or even the knowledge about how to use those tools, because sometimes we who are more than 30 or 40 make things in a more complicated way, and they say, no, you just press this button and that's it. Oh, I didn't know with only that
children,
button.
I think Uzi has experienced it with his his children.
Right, they have this, I don't know, it's an approach.
Instinct.
Or instinct that they I don't know where they build it from, but they already know what things or what to do when an application starts, or how to minimize or whatever.
So on Monday I had the experience with a little girl, a relative of my wife, and she took the TV screen, the control, and she started writing, and I was like, she's so little and so fast, and she understood like every detail, how to look for some things. You get impressed.
So
barely they know how to read.
It is necessary. It is necessary to have this type of different perspectives.
Yeah, there are those people that love organizing, and they do a great job organizing, planning. Right, those are important.
Like
as
specific skills.
Yeah.
For instance, in the music team, we have all kinds of people, and also the skills that they have. Well, all cannot play the bass or the drums, all cannot play the keyboard, but there are some really good at the piano, there are some really good at the bass. Or
But sometimes even crazy people that they are very impulsive, and they are very important and very necessary for specific moments when you need a person with that personality.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
Yes, even things that many times we think that are not so positive. There are moments that you need that person that you thought, you know. Yesterday, I talking about the skills of different types of people. There are some people here in our church. They're having some, how do you say, training,
Okay.
and they are having online classes, and my wife is among them. And the lady that is giving them the training, well, she was talking about everything they need to do, their homework, and she told them so many things. And then somebody said, could you repeat the homework that we need to? And one of the sisters who is attending also to the training said, I wrote it down. And she sent the file. Wow, everybody was like, wow.
Impressed.
Like she had like a perfect organization and list. You need to do the first day, you need to write down this, you need to go and do this. Even the how do you say the
Spelling.
and in Spanish we have a lot
The
of
handwriting.
the handwriting too.
orthography and everything. So organized that everybody was like, thank you. Like now I have it clear what I need to do.
Yeah.
So many times, and nobody knew that she was like that. She's a new
Okay.
member of our church
Oh, that's great.
that got baptized like 1 or 2 months ago.
Oh.
So since I knew it yesterday, I'm going to tell you, if you need somebody to write down lists and to organize,
She's the key person.
We didn't know. She was among a team, but we didn't know her skills.
Right.
And
That's
he
beautiful.
just says something that is very important in a team. You need to know what kind of skills we need in a team concerning, what's a team about, or what is it
And
for?
not always it has to do with being best or not. For example, in our music team, in fact, we would say that we have a music group that is split in various teams because each service we have different people, and I need to know who I can put together with another one.
Right.
For example, this singer might be good and the other one too, but them together are not good.
They don't work.
They don't match. They don't. So I need to know if I'm gonna put Jair with these two girls, they will make it or not.
Yeah. So
So
to
as a
know
leader-
their skills and to know how to put them together.
Right.
As
If
a
they
leader, I
will-
need to know who matches and who is should be there. For example,
What's the best combination?
this drummer with this lead vocal is not so good because this one is always fast, and the other one is like slow. So I need to put them like according to their skills, right?
That's why also in a good team we need an excellent leader, right? And a good leader is not the person that is all the time doing and doing and doing. Sometimes the best leaders are the ones who stay quiet. They pay attention carefully to the
Think.
others. They think, they reflect, they write down a plan, right? And then they are able to work with each person, but also
With
how
the
to
whole
put them together.
As a collective.
Yes. So good leaders are also part of good teams because a good leader needs also to learn the ability to delegate. Sometimes
Yes.
everyone wants to do the same thing, right? And then we have problems because people start fighting each other, right? Because many people have many ideas.
Yeah, they want
But-
their
Sister,
ideas to be made.
You don't imagine, for example, in music, while you are playing a song, everybody wants to do the solo. The piano wants to do the guitar wants to do the
And at the same time,
at
all
the same
together.
time. So, for example, here we have developed like we look at each other. Sometimes I'm doing a solo and suddenly I see like the piano man is also trying to do something. So we look at each other and we understand, I'm doing it, you wait till I finish, and then when I stop, you do it. You know, we need to.
Yeah, and that could be a very big mistakes
Yeah.
for those ones who think, no, we are all at the same level and no one is going to be more demanding than the others, and they don't assign a leader, and that's why they start fighting and, you know,
Yeah, and
going
it is
against
very,
each
it is
other.
very common to have this kind
So
of.
all of them could be good, and at the end, the result might be
Not
horrible.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely necessary to have these disagreements. However, with an objective or with a purpose, to realize that we all cannot play the same thing at the same time, because it's gonna be a disaster. That's gonna be a mess. And at the same time, with any team, for instance, the soccer team, all cannot be forward, all cannot be the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So we need to be focused in my responsibility. If my leader told me you're going to be in charge of cleaning, I'm going to clean.
You remember
Yeah.
this famous soccer player from Colombia that used to run? he was the goalkeeper, you say?
Yeah, yeah.
And he used to run, and
Out
Yes.
there, yeah.
he became
know.
famous because of that, because that's not normal.
No,
right? That's
that
not-
is a crazy thing.
Well, and something else Sammy mentioned is good communication. And you have grown to the capacity, even speaking only with your sight,
Yeah.
with your eyes, and the other person understands.
I can
tell.
testify. Yeah.
When he came.
back in 2006, I came to the church, and I was part of the team. As I came, I was not very good, and as long as we played and we knew each other with the team, it was like 4 or 5 people, no more. But we started building up confidence and also communication with just a look.
Yeah.
And sometimes without even a look, but just feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point that we had this connection, and we would stop in the same part without
That's-
saying stop.
Now you are
That's
saying something very
satisfying.
important. You need to build also patience, because, for example, right now we are training new drummers, right?
Yeah.
And many times when they are playing for the first time, or maybe the first month, they might know the rhythms, everything. You might bring them to the rehearsal and everything. But the day you are playing, they start looking at everybody like they don't
Terrified.
understand. Yes, they are
What's going
terrified
on?
because they want to hear somebody saying, now you need to do this.
Okay.
And nobody's gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
They just need to discern. So you need to have patience. You need to be patient, because
We
you
all
get
once went.
because maybe we are accustomed already how we play, and when somebody new gets in, you know it will not be immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will take some time.
I will always agree with training. Training is a need for every good team. But if you have 1 or 2 sessions, it doesn't necessarily mean that the people that were in the training are ready to apply everything, to practice everything. So yes, we need patience also. You know, another characteristic of a good team is adaptation. So the capacity to be flexible, because you can have a wonderful plan, but while you are putting that into practice, things can become in a different way, right?
I
And
think
if you are not flexible, then you are going to push your team to force them, and you are not adapting to the new circumstances.
And not only to the circumstances, sometimes the team has to not replace, but to change of some
Plans.
members
Or even roles.
or
I can
roles.
assign a role
Right.
to Uzi right
Right,
now,
right.
and with the time to
I can do
realize
another
that
thing.
no, he's best at this other function.
You know, the other day, we have seen, for example, in evangelism, we organize something and suddenly it starts raining. And so if the leader said, we are going to stand in this and this places and you will do like, and then suddenly it starts raining, you need to change everything. And if the team is not able to adapt to a change,
Yes.
it can be all of a sudden. We
Right.
cannot be like, no, but you said, and you said.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to do what you said. We need to have this capacity of adapting not only the leader but the teams. The members to say, okay, so there must be another option. There must be another solution, and go for it.
Yeah, that creativity.
Being
to
willing,
use it.
being willing to adapt ourselves to any circumstance.
Uzi, yesterday I think we were speaking about you and your team, your family. I'm
Right.
referring.
Yeah, you
And
build up skills
Is
along
it possible?
the way.
Is it possible to have a good team as a family?
To be honest, since I got married, I thought that it was difficult. I
At
thought
the beginning,
yes,
yeah.
at the beginning it was like, why aren't we a team? Like, why don't we support ourselves? Why don't we cooperate? Why don't
Did
we?
you feel that you understand each other or not?
Yes, we
At the
we could-
beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning we could understand each other. However, along the way you understand and you feel because you live the experience, and you say like, I would like her to understand this or this and this and this of me, and vice versa. She
And
would
it
say the same.
seemed that she didn't, you
Yes,
didn't.
exactly.
Okay.
However, when kids came, and not only with kids, but the responsibilities that those things bring, then you need to realize that we are a team and that we have to design, or we have to assign some things or
Roles.
some tasks, some roles to each other. So in my team, I cook breakfast and I cook dinner.
Okay.
And she prepares or she makes lunch.
Okay.
So she works, I work,
Mm-hmm.
And there's children.
and we have 2 kids. So it is necessary, and sometimes we don't even speak about doing this or that. We just do it
Mm-hmm.
because we need to understand that we need each other, like at home on Sunday or the day that we have free. So I don't wait until she says we have to do this and this and this.
Okay.
I know what the things
The
that we
needs
have
that
to
you have.
exactly the things that need to be done, and vice versa. Sometimes she's very tired because she wakes up very, very early.
Of course.
And I understand that she goes to sleep, she rests, but I don't go to sleep. I need to
Oh, that's
continue.
beautiful.
And when I say I am tired, I don't want to cook, I say that. And okay.
And she understands.
Yeah, and she okay.
For how long have you been building that team?
It's been 4 or 5 years.
Okay, Sammy, you don't have children, but you have
Yet.
been also building a good team with your wife, because I've seen that now you are working even in projects, right? Secular projects, spiritual projects.
Yes.
How has that experience been?
Yes, there are many. It goes from the simple to the complicated things. Like you need to bring out the garbage from your house, and she's cooking, and you just have 15 minutes to do that because the truck is gonna pass. So you need to say like, you do this, I do that. For example, when we are talking about spiritual projects, many times I have the idea, but then how should I do it? And then we start discussing, and and for example, she's very good at posting
Okay.
on Facebook, posting on Instagram. So many times when I have an idea, she says, you should show the idea you have like this.
So it means you are the leader, but because you are the leader, it doesn't mean that you are not taking her into account.
Yes.
She's also an important part of that team.
Many times I would say that there are great leaders I have seen that don't necessarily know how to do every little detail with the projects they got from God.
Okay.
So,
but they have key people.
yes, for
helping
example, somebody who has a message that he wants for the whole nation, but he's not necessarily a radio speaker, he's not necessarily a TV person, so he has a team that helps him
Yeah.
to bring all that.
I would say
Well,
to finish
Yes, to finish.
that a leader inspires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when leaders just they are used to demand from the members and delegate and just
Like forcing.
order. Yeah, exactly. The leader inspires and people just follow them.
Yes,
The
that's
other
good.
are dictators.
Well, this was
Thank you
Sharing
very much.
Gladness. Thank you for being with us. And of course, next week, more gladness with us. God bless you.